Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dane here. Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about a Liberty Falls round 100 glitchless game that I did. I'm going to be talking to you guys about two different strategies that I tried out in this game, which one I think is better, which one I think is worse, and my opinion so far on high rounds in Black Ops 6 Zombies. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, and please be sure to subscribe as I'm trying to hit 3.5k. We're so very close. Thank you guys all so much for the support on my last video, and let's get into it. So in Liberty Falls, there is a lot of exploits and a lot of glitches. A lot of them have been patched now, but specifically for this run, I wanted to do one glitchless because I don't really like glitches anyway, and I'm really glad they got patched. For the first 85 rounds of this run, I decided to do the bank rooftop strategy, and then from 85 to 100, I did the normal Liberty Falls bowling Liberty Lanes strat. So the first thing right off the bat is the Liberty Lane strat is a lot quicker, like way faster, but it's a lot more dangerous, and it does take up a lot of salvage now that you can't get mutant injections from other manglers. For those of you that don't know, after the November 1st patch, they made it so you can't get score streaks when killing manglers or abominations with score streaks. So basically, if you use a mutant injection, you can't get another mutant injection is the point of that update. But first, let's talk about the first strategy, which is known as the bank rooftop strategy. So what you want to do is you want to go up, you see where the bank is, you want to go up to the roof there. There is a zip line that's in front of one of the first shield spawns. This is also where the Wonder Fizz spawns in on round 25. And basically, you want to sit right next to the Wonder Fizz on the zip line that actually goes from the bank roof to spawn, but don't take it. And you want to sit up there with your jet gun. And you use the jet gun until it's at about 15%, 10%, and then you explode it. Then you fall off the roof, obviously having no fall damage from PhD or the stamina up augment. And then you want to run from bank roof all the way back up to the bank roof again, and doing that strategy over and over, because by the time you make it back up to the zipline, your jet gun will be at 100, put it down to 15, blow it up, go down, run around, go up, 100, 15, go down, etc. And this strategy works beautifully. The only problem with this strategy in comparison to the Liberty Lane strategy is that it is a lot slower. It is significantly slower. But obviously running around will stimulate your brain a lot more. On top of this, this strategy is way safer as well. Like I was round 85, the first 85 rounds I didn't down a single time. I only have one down right now in the game, which I wish you could check somehow, but I didn't even use any of my dying wishes either. I'm using dying wish for quick revive. None of those uses were used until I switched to the Liberty Lanes strat. So if you guys are not particularly super crazy good at zombies like me, maybe the bank strategy is the best strat for you. Now, moving on to the Liberty Lane strategy, because again, that bank strategy is just that, repeating, rinse and repeat over and over. Moving on to the Liberty Lane strategy, for those of you that don't know, what you want to do is leave the door closed. That's by the vending machine that you typically melee for that little Easter egg. Leave that door closed, don't open it, and you just camp there. And basically what you do, past round like 80, you use mutant injections, and you can basically use one mutant injection to get through the round if you're good with it. I did mess it up a few times trying to learn the strategy. Basically what high rounders are doing, a lot of them are doing, is the bank rooftop strat that I just showed you, saving up about 50,000, somewhere between 50k and 70k salvage, then going to Liberty Lanes, doing the mutant injection strat. The thing with the Liberty Lanes is that you will eventually run out of salvage because you do not gain more than what you use, and you can no longer get mutant injections. So there are a couple different strategies to this, which I'll get into. You'll notice in the gameplay I do have Frenzy Guard on. That is not by choice. You want to use Ether Shroud, and I'll talk to you guys kind of about what the setup should be. You do want to use Ether Shroud. I just didn't have it unlocked. As I mentioned, you do lose more salvage than you gain. One of the ways you can combat this is if you use Ether Shroud, there's an augment in Ether Shroud that makes it so that when you're in Ether Shroud, if you get melee kills, you stay in it longer. So what some of the high rounders are doing right now is they use Ether Shroud, they use their jet gun in this place, they use their jet gun until it's about to explode, they go into Ether Shroud, and then they start meleeing so that they can stay in Ether Shroud longer, so that the jet gun recharges, so they can use their jet gun longer, so they can then gain more salvage and use less mutant injections. This strategy probably works great. I can't actually speak on it as I haven't used it yet, but when I get my Ether Shroud, I will use it. So right off the bat, you guys want to get augments for Ether Shroud and for Melee Macchiato, so you can melee faster and so your melees do more damage. But overall, like I said, I did just hit round 100, and I'll play you guys the clip of my reaction to hitting round 100, which actually happened on election night, which was really funny because we were like talking about politics and stuff, which I won't get into here. I'm Canadian, so I don't care. But I thought that was funny. Are like Jews for Hispanics voting for Trump, or like Jews voting for Hitler? I saw a post like that. Round 100.
Jews voting for Hillary? What the heck does that even mean?
Hitler.
Oh.
Hitting lur. Hitler. Overall, my opinion of high rounds is something that is really interesting. So I played Cold War. I hit round 200 in Cold War on the first couple days, and what is my opinion of high rounds in Black Ops 6 is interesting because Black Ops 6 Zombies is definitely not the hardest zombies we've ever had, but it's also definitely not the easiest either. This is no walk in the park, and past round 30, you get mangler spammed. I made a video about the mangler problem a few days back, but just to recap if you guys don't know, past round 30, you just get hit with so many manglers. Past round 80, you're getting hit with like 8 or 9 of them a game, or a round rather, and it is annoying. Of course, mutant injection can take them out quick, and if you use the GS45, Pack-a-Punch with the napalm burst, you can take them out as well. The problem is that their mangler cannon just goes right through your armor, and if you're not careful, you can go down in Liberty lanes really easily. If you are being a little bit, greedy with the mutant injections, you'll go down immediately. That's how I got my first down. I was just getting greedy, trying to save on salvage, and I downed. So if you want to save on salvage, don't do Liberty lanes. Go to the bank rooftop. If you're in Liberty lanes, you should always have a mutant injection on, except when it's a dog round. So what do you do for dog rounds? At this point, I do think this is common knowledge of what to do during vermin rounds, but I will share it in this video for those of you that don't know. When a vermin round starts, you actually want to save and quit. What do I mean by that? If a vermin round starts, for those of you that don't know, that haven't played Black Ops 6 Zombies, vermin rounds are actually about 5 to 6 times longer than normal rounds. Even in round 90 plus, a round is taking maybe 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, but a vermin round or dog round would take about 7 minutes. And on top of that, they're just boring. There's no, you just stand still, use your jet gun, and do that for 7 minutes. It's really stupid. So to combat this, when a vermin round starts, and please Treyarch, don't patch this because it is just the best thing ever because your rounds suck for how long they take. But when a vermin round starts and you hear the go kill them or whatever the guy says, you want to save and quit, and it is a 5 out of 6 chance, which means every 6 times, 5 out of those 6 times you do this, this will happen, where instead of a vermin round, it becomes a normal zombies round. And every time a vermin round comes up, you want to do this. However, the 1 out of 6 times you do get the vermin round, you got to play it out, which stinks, but yeah, this is the strategy for that. So overall, what you want to do for your build is you want the Ether Shroud, and you want the GS or G345, whatever it's called, the pistol. You want to level that up to level 31 so you can get it akimboed, and then that way, what you want is a tier 3 legendary Pack-a-Punch akimboed G335, which is the Mustang and Sally's, and then you want the tier 3 jet gun, and you also want the tier 3 knife. So why do you want the tier 3 knife? Because if you do that Ether Shroud strategy, you're going to need a melee to one hit. If you guys don't know, the knife tier 3, I don't know about the baseball bat because I haven't used it yet, but the knife tier 3 legendary one hits infinitely. It one hits zombies forever. So to do that Ether Shroud strategy, you need something that does a lot of damage, and past round 80, past round 90, you're really not doing damage with anything other than the jet gun, which I don't really think is that good. Because like the whole point of this Ether Shroud strat is to save on your jet gun so it can recharge. So nothing else will do any damage, but the knife does one hit. So that's overall my thoughts on high rounds in Black Ops 6 Zombies in my round 100. I'm paused on 105. Again, I do make these videos from my dorm room, and my Wi-Fi is really bad here on campus, so I haven't been able to stream, which sucks. But when I go home for Christmas break in just about 5 weeks here, I will be streaming all the time. I am probably going to try to stream the game because if I get disconnected, then the game's still on. Overall, my thoughts are high rounds are a lot of fun, but I do wish the mangler spam was a little less. Because really the only viable options are mutant injection strat or the bank top rooftop strat where you don't actually get touched. Like training zombies just isn't really a thing, which I mean I guess is just the direction we're going, but I just think there's too many manglers. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of what you guys think of Black Ops 6 Zombies high rounds. If you enjoyed the video, again, please be sure to show me some support in any way possible. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm just a dude making videos and I love it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.